And joining me now is New Jersey Congressman and United States Senate candidate Andy Kim. Congressman, it's an honor to have you on the show. First, I want to get your initial thoughts on the ongoing conflict in Israel.
First, I have to say, I've heard from people directly on the ground, Israeli families that were in hiding, waking up today, not sure what's going to happen. So, I think it's just so important for us to just take a step back and just understand how hard it is for them to process the shock. But after that, look, we have to make sure that we show a united front now more than ever. I mean, this is such a severe situation, one that absolutely needs to be unequivocal in terms of our condemnation of Hamas, as well as standing in solidarity with Israel.
Congressman, the House without a speaker and will be until at least Wednesday at the earliest before we see any movement on that front. How can the absence of a permanent speaker of the House affect how the United States provides aid and relief to Israel?
This is a huge problem, and one that I was always concerned about in terms of just the exposure and the divisions that we have as a country, even when it was not just about the speaker vote. That is what's holding us back and why partners around the world are worried about American determination. This is something yesterday where I was talking with my colleagues, and there was a lot of questions about what are we actually able to do? Can we pass a resolution condemning the attack? Can we gather for an intelligence briefing? I, for one, believe that we should be there immediately. I think we should be there today. We should be getting classified briefings. We should be understanding what's happening. We should try to do everything we can to move forward on a resolution. I don't want to wait till Tuesday. I don't want to wait till Wednesday. We need to get our act together. We need to show that the United States government is functioning, is strong, is moving forward in partnership with Israel. So I'd like to see us convene immediately.
And, the reporting from last night, the move by Hezbollah, Iran-backed Hezbollah on the northern border of Israel, obviously causing a lot of security concerns for Israel now. A two-front war, if you have it, war, quote unquote, according to Prime Minister Netanyahu. Does that also play as a factor into the analysis that you just provided right now in terms of the speed by which you want things to get done by the House, even without a permanent speaker?
Absolutely. I mean, this is such a fast-moving crisis. This is one where every hour that goes by, we're seeing major developments. It's important that our nation's leaders are up to speed, are getting this information, are having the ability to talk to one another about where we should be going as a country. That is not happening right now in the way that it should be. So, look, I mean, whether we had a speaker or not, we should convene immediately, but certainly, because we don't have a speaker right now, we have to come back. We have to sort this out, put aside differences, make sure that we're moving forward, and show that when it comes to national security, that's the last place that partisan politics belongs. So absolutely, this is now becoming a regional problem. And honestly, it's a global problem, given how much we see an outpouring from countries around the world in solidarity with Israel.
Congressman, last hour we heard from NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Julie Sirkin that a U.S. military official indicating that what happened, this surprise attack by Hamas, wasn't being tracked by United States intelligence. Obviously, Israel was taken by surprise. How did our intelligence miss something of this magnitude if it was that coordinated by Hamas?
Yes, this kind of attack, the complexity of it involving so many different attack vectors. I mean, this is something that, I worked in national security before, something that you never want to see happen by surprise and catch you off guard. We're still getting information. I know a number of us members of Congress have requested information in terms of what, if anything, that we knew. That'll certainly be ongoing. That is not something that we'll be able to sort out quickly. But we also have to make sure that we are putting the attention that is needed in terms of what happens next. What is our part? What is it that we can do to bolster the security of Israel through this difficult time? So, yes, we will get to the bottom of those answers. But we also have to make sure that people are safe, because right now people are still in harm's way. Fighting is still ongoing. I woke up this morning with updates from people on the ground still involved in the fighting. That has to be the priority.
And Congressman, will you share with our viewers what some of those updates are? You've just indicated right now you're hearing from people that are on the ground in Israel, families that are suffering, people that are going through active war time, frankly. Can you share with our viewers some of the information you've been hearing from them?
Yeah, it's really it's a lot to process. It's really hard, hearing these updates. People that I've known, families where their kids are going out, their adult children are going off now. They were reservists, they're now going off, called in, not sure where they're going. Mothers and fathers uncertain what's going to happen next for their kids. I hear from people in some of the villages that are being affected, that are fleeing. And I have to say, it's really been tough. Hearing the challenges they face, and then hearing from people in my own community here in New Jersey who have family there. Some of them are actually there, and just the uncertainty that is out there. This recognition that this is different than previous rocket attacks or others. This is something unseen for decades. The uncertainty, we don't know what's happening next, and that's certainly fueling a lot of the just deep concern and worry.
Congressman Andy Kim from New Jersey, thank you for joining us and getting us started. I appreciate you.
Thank you.